Wow, Rufus a clone, wow, well what do you know now? That's mind-boggling news, but I'm sure you can cope. Just put on your slickers and hitch up your knickers, for once more there flickers a speckle of hope. Well, things do look black, you need someone to check all the bulbs at the tunnel's end, and if by hap it turns out to be a cloning lab, you can prep for a quantum step. 3 times the reverse is 3 times the jab.
3 times the crap.
No, damn it, it's jab. 3 times the jab. Oh, wow.
Goul? Is that you? Man, it's dark here. Psst, Goul, we have to be careful. Who knows what sort of dangerous beasts are lurking in the dark? Her constant howling is putting us at risk. I have to get her to calm down somehow. Please be very, very quiet. After all, we must assume we're surrounded by evil, people-eating monsters. No, please don't! Shh. Quiet. This is dry, long, and thin. No doubt about it. It's the plot of Secret Files Tunguska. Or a low-hanging branch. Either one. Let's see whether I can feel something. There's a crevice in the rock. There's something growing there. Some kind of moss or brush. Here we go. Yikes! Not so loud, Goul! You'll wake up the dangerous beasts! Here we go. Yikes! Not so loud, Goul! You'll wake up the dangerous beasts!
Do you have a problem, Bozo dear?
No. Thank you, Mrs. Mook.
Let the boy do his business in peace, woman.
Oh, I thought he needed help.
I'll manage. It's just...
You're afraid, aren't you, Sonny?
Yes.
Of going party?
No. Of the end of the world, you moron!
No. It's just... it doesn't matter.
Don't even think about it! Yoo-hoo! You weren't expecting that, were you? Boy, you've really got a lot of... chic. Hey! It wasn't exactly pleasant for me, either. What an ass. Bozo's neighborhood has really seen better days. The part that's still standing is brittle and on the verge of collapse. And the part that's sitting is hard to recognize behind the newspaper. May I bother you for a moment?
Huh? Oh, look, Luke! It's Baby Bozo!
Nonsense, woman. That's not Baby Bozo. It's just a stray hobo.
Is it now? So why do I think it's Baby Bozo?
Because you're old and senile.
Excuse me? I hate to interrupt you, but, I'm not a hobo.
See, Luke? I told you he's not a hobo.
So, back then, you also said it's not gangrene. We could have saved that leg, you know. Poor Timmy.
What are you doing here in the middle of a war zone? Don't you know what's going on around you?
Are you still talking to that hobo woman?
I'll talk to whoever I please.
What does he want?
He wants to know what's going on here.
Well, tell him that nothing's happening here at all these days. At least not since the Organion retreated.
You can tell him that yourself. I'm not your secretary, you know.
Is that the Bozo family's house over there?
Why? Isn't this one good enough for you? It may have suffered a little grenade damage here and there, but it's still our home.
Calm yourself, Mook. He's asking about the bozos.
Well, in that case, he's wrong here. They live next door.
Do you know what's up with Bozo?
Oh, so you're a friend of Bozo's?
Nonsense, woman. Bozo would never be friends with some random hobo. That's because, unlike you, he has a handful of brain cells left, even if he doesn't act apart at the moment.
He's depressed, Mook.
Oh, of course he is. He's got no job, no girlfriend. The world is coming to an end.
He does so have a girlfriend. Her name is Bambina, and she lives in the floating black market.
If she contradicts him as often as you do to me, I can surely understand why he moved back in with his folks.
Yeah, I'm looking for the resistance camp.
Tell him we're not buying anything.
The young man is looking for something, Mook.
And so he asks you of all people. You never know where you put anything.
Ah, at least I still have my manners.
Oh, if you really had any manners, you'd take care of your guest.
Oh, the hobo. I almost forgot about him.
Tell him that if he absolutely must go around panhandling, he should try the resistance instead. Their camp is just down the stairs and across the square after all. Those people at least know how to keep order.
Do you even get what I'm saying?
5, right?
Nonsense, woman. It's at least 7.
What do you know? You haven't got a clue what this is about.
Then why don't you ask your good buddy, the hobo? He seems to have an answer for everything.
Ah, rubbish. He's not even talking.
That's because you won't let him get a word in edgewise. Look, he's trying to say something. Again.
Ah, just forget it. This is too crazy, even for me. I'm leaving.
You know, I think you were right, Mook. He was a hobo after all.
That's what I said, woman. But you never listened to me.
I'd make a great fireman. Epic water fights, fire production measures, and throwing cats out of trees at people in danger. Oh, yeah. I would look absolutely fabulous in this outfit, as long as nobody important is looking. Fire! Fire! I'm on my way! Wee 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 wee! Yeah!
Oh, look! Mook! Oh, that is so cute! Baby Bozo is playing with his cousin David's fireman's uniform!
Nonsense, woman. That isn't Baby Bozo. It's a wandering hobo already.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I knew it was a mistake to cheat the optician at bingo.
The city is in ruins, the world perishes, whatever, just as long as the laundry gets dry. Yeah, okay, one more time. Hey-ya!
Oh, look, Mook! Oh, Baby Bozo is playing with his cousin Alex's ninja outfit.
Nonsense, woman. It's just that hobo again.
You think so? Well then, he's not getting a caffeine lollipop.
Bozo has a ninja in the family. How could he hide that from me? After all, it was a lot of work cutting the ninja detector out of that issue of Craftolino. When this outfit grows up, it wants to be an astronaut, so it can keep up with the other two. Is that really necessary? All right.
Oh, look, Mook! Oh, there's Baby Bozo. Well, Baby Bozo, would you like another caffeine lollipop?
You shouldn't give the baby caffeine lollipops, woman. He'll just take off again.
All you ever do is complain, Mook. The child has to eat. How else will he get to be as big and strong as his brother?
Oh, heavens above! I certainly hope the baby bozo doesn't take after that whiny good-for-nothing. He should take a lesson from his cousins instead. At least they've done something with their lives.
Don't listen to the nasty old man, sweetie. Here, you can have a caffeine lollipop from me.
Wow, that was humiliating and enlightening at the same time. Kind of like my school days. I knew there was a reason I dropped out after the second grade. It's been a while since my last mail robbery. I hope I still know how to disarm the edges on the stamps. The letter is addressed to Bozo's mama. My dearest honey bunch, I wish you were here with me. What a cheesy opening. That's gonna cost him some points in my online review. Well, at least we're getting to some action next. Service at the front doesn't seem to be good for my health. To be more exact, I stepped on an Organinon landmine, and in the next few seconds I will... All my love, your Papa Bozo. P.S. Watch out for the mailman. I think he is secretly using our bath. At any rate, I found underwear with his name on it on top of the toilet tank. Huh? What's going on here?
Oh, look, Grandpa. We have visitors.
Oh, then I better put on my pants, huh?
Yeah, that's funny.
Are you a friend of Bozo's?
Gotcha. Bozo doesn't have any friends.
I mean, that gifted tinkerer he talks about.
Yep, that's me, Rufus. Where is the old pirate?
Pirate? That chump?
Chump. Brilliant.
Bozo is upstairs in his bed.
Crying like a little girl.
Speaking of which, can somebody get me out of here for crying out loud?
He's stuck. He must be weighed down by all that junk mail in his bag. Huh. That must have been too intellectual.
I'm stuck. Isn't that weird?
What are you doing here anyway?
Oh, just hanging around.
You weren't trying to climb in through the window, were you?
What are you accusing me of? That I haven't got a leg to stand on?
Don't bother to deny it. You tried to climb in through the window, and then the floor gave way.
Well, now that is a baseless accusation.
Why would baby Bozo need a radio? He can't even talk.
Let me ask you, why would you need a brain?
I don't get it. He's the spitting image of his brother.
He sure is, and dribbling too.
Coochie coochie coo! Aw, movie material. Well, would you like a lollipop? Hey, who's throwing things at me? Hey, what was that anyway? Must be lying around here somewhere. Sweet. I would make such a great father. I wonder if there are any limits to my good nature. Huh? Where did he suddenly disappear to? Hey, that's not funny. They say your nose keeps growing as you get older. I wonder what Goul will look like someday. And you're really Bozo's grandpa?
I've wondered that for years, but my doctor refuses to conduct a grand paternity test.
I have a couple of questions about Bozo.
So do I. But sometimes the most obvious explanation is also the best. Grandma Bozo just shouldn't have smoked so much while she was pregnant. Listen, boy, if you're here for gossip, talk to Mama Bozo. I'm busy watching the neighbor across the way taking a bath right now.
But that's a pet store.
That explains how she can balance that ball on the tip of her nose for so long, and why there are fountains, rotten cataracts.
So, that's Bozo's mama. He has her eyes and her bust size. What? That was funny? That's a very open-minded audience. So, you must be Bozo's mother, right?
Yes, again.
His aunt? His wicked stepmother? A burglar? His parole officer?
No.
His grandma? His food taster? His sister? All of the above?
Wait, what was the second to last thing you said?
His sister?
Oh, Rufus, you sweet talker.
Why?
I'm his mother, of course.
What? But
you're welcome to call me Mama. As in, come to Mama.
what's wrong with Bozo?
Oh, Rufus, I'm at my wit's end. He's been like a different person ever since he came back. The boy won't eat, he won't talk. And not even his beloved Fifi Fairy Frills stories cheer him up.
Fifi Fairy Frills. I'm gonna make Bozo well again.
You're such a nice young man. I wish I had a son like you.
Do you know the way to the secret rebel camp?
But of course, it's down the road, across the square, then straight on. I sometimes bake muffins for the young soldiers.
And then she uses them to lay a trail from the camp gate to our house.
Can you tell me something about Bozo?
Of course. What would you like to know?
Watch yourself, Rufus. Don't open that can of worms.
What can?
Oh, don't take him seriously. It's not a can. It's just a tin box where we keep the family photos.
Get out of here, Rufus, before it's too late.
I didn't even know that Bozo grew up in Porta-Fisco.
Didn't he tell you anything?
No idea. Listening to him is so incredibly exhausting.
Oh, that's because his wobbly cheeks press on his jaw. He's stopped wearing his braces, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'll go and remind him. Every hour if I have to. I had no idea that Bozo has a baby brother. He's the spitting image of Bozo.
He sure is. And dribbling, too.
That's because all male bozos have an exceptionally full head of hair. As soon as I start breastfeeding them, it grows like crazy.
Maybe you should use your breast milk as a... Just a minute. What was the secret ingredient to your special shampoo again?
Well, that's a secret.
I had no idea that Bozo had such a cool mother.
Oh, Rufus, you flatterer. You certainly know how to cheer up a grieving woman.
Where's Bozo's father?
Missing in action. I'm beside myself with worry. I'm glad I have so much support from friends who distract me from my grief.
What friends would that be? The milkman, the plumber, or the mailman?
Well, you know what they say. You don't leave your good friends hanging.
Did you know that Bozo has a girlfriend?
Really?
Yes. Her name is Bambina. She owns a weapons shop in the floating black market.
Did you hear that, Grandpa? Bozo has a little lady friend.
What? That wimp? I'll only believe that when I see it.
Yes, it's really hard to imagine. He's always been so shy. When I gave him the talk about the birds and the bees, he wouldn't leave the house without a beekeeper's hat for weeks.
What was Bozo like as a child? There must be some embarrassing stories you can tell me.
Not really. He was a very good little boy. He never broke anything, and he took very good care of his Fifi Fairy Frills dolls. And even when playing knights, he always insisted on being the princess.
Maybe we should talk about something else.
Why not? After all, it's not every day that I get to enjoy the company of such a fit young man.
At least not now that the mailman is stuck in the window.
I thought that Porta-Fisco was occupied by the Organon.
So it was until recently. But under the command of the new general, the resistance has recaptured the city.
New general?
Oh, you haven't met the general then?
I didn't even know we had ranks. Can I stay for dinner?
But of course, Rufus. Bozo's friends are always welcome here, especially when they look so scrumptious.
Just so we're on the same page, I'll sit at the table, eating, and not end up as a meat dish next to the salad. Right? When's dinner?
You need to ask Grandpa. He promised to cook if Bozo ever brought home a friend.
You weren't listening. I said I will cook if Bozo ever brings home a girlfriend. Like that's ever gonna happen. Huh.
Okay, let's talk later.
You make yourself at home. Meanwhile, I'll dig out some photos from Bozo's ballet lessons.
Mail for Widow Bozo.
There's no Widow Bozo here.
You want to bet? It's a joke. Hey, where's the applause? That was a real side splitter.
What's in the letter, Rufus?
I'm not telling. I want the laughter back. There you are. Come on, bedtime's over. Rise and shine. Hey, what's wrong with you?
Go away.
But we need to get to the rebel camp. You have to help me save the world. Bozo! Oh, man. What have we here? A doctor's referral to a therapist. Will you look at that? I've always known he'd lost his marbles, so now we have written proof. It's not the whooping pox, that much is clear. But what is it then? I like this idea. A self-portrait as a cash box. Yeah. It's all right, you old grouch. Bozo!
Leave me alone.
Oh, good grief. Bozo! Oh, good grief. That is the Upper Ascension Station, somewhere up there. The last high boat to Elysium is waiting. Yoo-hoo! Oh, rats. Nobody there. Male assistant wanted. Yeah, well, she can just keep on looking. Male assistant wanted. You're looking for an assistant?
So you can read, bravo. I'm looking for a handsome man to work under me.
Too bad I'm busy.
I said handsome, didn't I?
She looks like a big extra large burrito herself with a ground beef cream filling. Delicious. Hi there.
Hello.
Was that all? Just hello?
What would you like to hear, huh? Welcome to Burrito Wrap Paradise? So you think my sign isn't flashy enough?
Nah, not really. What are you selling here?
This is a fashion boutique. I sell men's suits with matching designer hats.
Yeah, looks more like a burrito stand to me.
How perceptive of you, Inspector Trash Vest. Why are you even asking, since you obviously swallowed a lie detector, huh?
Any special offers today?
I've got these burrito wraps for 1.25 zlotys each. If that's not special enough for you, go someplace else where they have flashing signs that say special offer. But you can count on it that their burrito wraps cost a lot more. Flashing signs don't come for free, you know.
4 burritos, please.
Sorry, my assistant resigned.
You had an assistant?
Yeah. No idea how he managed to open his shackles.
Well, why don't you just make the burritos yourself?
I've had surgery. The doctor says I shouldn't move too much. Curse my big heart.
Why? Did you donate a kidney?
No, didn't you listen? I said my heart is too big.
Ah, come on. Make me a few burritos, will ya?
No, without an assistant.
Ah, come on.
No, without an assistant.
Have you seen a baby pass through here?
I know nothing about missing babies. Nothing. And no one can prove otherwise.
Come on. It should have passed here just a minute ago.
Oh? In that case, I really don't know.
Do you know the way to the secret rebel camp?
Just down the road, behind me.
And you tell me just like that? I mean, what if I were an Organion spy?
Well, you just can't plan for everything, can you? You could have been a mutated flu virus. Then I shouldn't even have talked to you.
Have you found a male assistant in the meantime?
Yeah, but I ate him already.
You're joking, right?
Yeah, if you have to explain it, it's not a joke anymore.
Nothing from me right now.
A good choice. We got plenty of that.
I am merely saying that I find it inappropriate for you to be selling rope directly next to my practice.
I don't know what you're talking about. I stock nothing but high-quality products. And with all due respect, your clientele seems to feel the same way. Since the Organon destroyed the facade between our businesses, my sales have tripled. I've never had a customer come back with a complaint.
That... no, forget it.
I just did.
A whole cabinet full of prescription psychotropic drugs. Well, if I can't get Bozo back to his old self with that, then I don't know what else to do.
Hands off! The antidepressants are for patients who are not beyond hope.
He looks like that mime I sometimes dream about. He tries to call for his mother, but he has a baguette in his mouth with a whole bunch of spiders crawling out of it.
Why are you staring at me like that?
You don't want to know. I'd like a therapy session.
It doesn't work like that. You need a doctor's referral.
Is that really necessary? My family doctor doesn't much like me. The last time I saw him, he locked me up in prison just because I set fire to City Hall.
Uh-huh. Then you're in the right place. That much is sure. But first, you need a referral.
Yeah. All right.
And in the meantime, I'll get a larger notepad.
A friendly, dynamic guy with an open smile inspires a lot of confidence. Where would we be without my excellent grasp of human nature? Velvety. It flatters the neck. 2 ropes for the price of 1. Moe's Therapeutic Ropes, the cheaper alternative. Will you look at that? Apparently, the knot will be worn more to the left in the upcoming season.
Ah, I see you are interested in our flyer.
Very much so.
Excellent! You'll find all the important information on our products in there. There's even a small preview of the upcoming winter fashions on the back. If you are subject to winter depression, you should act now. Many models are out of stock during the holidays. What are you doing?
I'm making a paper airplane. What else?
But my beautiful flyer!
Well, we'll see if it's a beautiful flyer in the test flight. Yes, that would be the perfect distance for a maiden flight. On the other hand, the information in there could make somebody's life a lot easier. And I doubt that he, of all people, is ready to be helped. It's true what they say. Doctors make the worst patients. I'll certainly keep that idea in the back of my mind. Classy. I bet they'd look good on Goul. Eleganza, the rope for the fashion-conscious woman. Moe's Therapeutic Ropes, the cheaper alternative. Welcome to Morbid Moe's Rope Barn. Yoo-hoo!
Good day to you, sir. Would you like to buy a rope? We have exactly the right rope for every neck.
What are the financing options?
A man with gallows humor. I like that. But we only accept cash, unless, of course, you're participating in our rebate campaign. With 30 points, you get a toaster with a fixture for the bathtub.
Nah, I don't really know. I think I'll take a look around first.
Of course. Take your time, and don't hesitate to ask if you need any help trying something on.
Barry! There's somebody at the door!
I heard it!
Chase him off! I need quiet for the cover story! You know, about that idiot who almost got us all killed!
Yeah, I know!
Psst. Rufus, come in! But please be very quiet, okay?
He looks grumpy. I better not bother him. He looks grumpy. I better not bother him. No time for black box testing. If Barry behaves himself, he'll get to type out my biography someday. Hey, Barry, why so sad?
Oh, Rufus, it's terrible. Everyone says you aren't a hero. You're an idiot. They say you brought down the end of the world upon us.
Ah, they're just jealous. I'm totally swell, and you know it.
I don't know what to think anymore. I haven't been able to get a single shot of your heroic deeds.
Well, you just aren't as good a photographer as I am.
If only I had just one photo as proof of your selflessness.
Yeah, that would be great for me. You know what? I'll make you a deal. I'll find the subject for another heroic deed, and you'll get your photo. Agreed?
Oh, that would be so great!
I'll be right back. The future is not yet written, at least not on this piece of paper. Yerk, as in, it would be most yerksome if I can't find a use for this. There's only one single letter in the typecase. A capital yerk. Isn't this needed?
No. Whatever for? There are hardly any words that contain it, and we already reported on the satyr knuckles in our winter special. Mythological physical extremities.
Oh yeah, I think Tony had that issue. Whatever for?
The cover story was about centaurs.
Oh yeah, of course, I remember. Is it really that hard to make these things stable? that is the upper ascension station somewhere up there. The last high boat to Elysium is waiting. Just FYI, this time I'm breaking it off on purpose. Well, of course, I mean I'm gonna adjust it just a little bit more. Oopsie. The reception is okay, but I'm absolutely certain on this frequency, all I'll get is some idiotic ham radio operator.
This is the high-security frequency of the Edison Virological Hazardous Waste Eradicator. How can I help you?
I hope this won't happen again. Please excuse me, wrong number. Take care.
Say what? We're supposed to open the container and release the zombie viruses into the air?
What? No, abort! Abort!
Password verified. Virus container opened. I hope you know where to...
Yeah, you have a nice day too. Something's moving back there. It's hard for normal eyes to tell what it is, but I can see it's a blurry blob. No doubt about it. Hey, there's something moving there. Isn't that? Of course, that's baby Bozo in great danger. I have to tell Barry about it. Yoo-hoo! Open up!
Yes?
Leibold! What luck? Let me in.
Do I know you?
Excuse me? It's me, Rufus. Come on, you must recognize your leader.
You look like Rufus, but you can't be him. Rufus made it to the upper ascension station with Yana.
Yeah, but I'm right here.
That's your opinion.
I don't have time for this nonsense. Who's in charge here?
A new leader.
Well, then let me in. I want to talk to him.
No, I can't. How can I be sure you're not an Organin spy?
That takes the cake. After all, I started this rebellion.
Oh, and is there anyone who can attest to that?
You mean besides you?
Yes, precisely. Somebody else has to vouch for you?
Oh, this is a bunch of bureaucratic nonsense. But all right, I'll be right back. And you can get ready to do a few push-ups. Wait a minute. I know those derelicts. Bambina? Lottie? What are you doing here? And why are you dressed as men?
First of all, these are our uniforms.
We're now officers
of the Resistance!
Officers. Cute.
Moreover, it's Private Lottie to you now, and Sergeant Bambi.
Sergeant Bambi.
Do you hear that, Lottie?
I think
Rufus is making fun of us, Sergeant!
I think he's looking for a new set of teeth.
Ladies, please stay calm. Don't get your panties in a knot. That causes chafing. I need someone who can identify me.
You are Rufus!
Yeah, I know that, but Leibold appears to have forgotten. So will you come to the gate with me so he'll finally let me into the camp?
Maybe later. We're on an important mission right now.
Oh yeah, you're painting each other's nails?
Nah. We're giving each other tattoos of our squad insignia.
unfortunately we're
Still missing a suitable design!
What about a little pony? Or adorable kitten paw prints?
Are you trying to tell us we're not tough enough?
Yeah, exactly. I suggested that because I'm a macho male, not because I love adorable kitten paw prints.
If you want to test the toughness of my fists, just let me know.
Can't you take a short break to identify me at the gate?
Not until we find the right design for the squad insignia.
our squad leader says
It will boost our team spirit!
Spirit? I thought you were on duty.
Team spirit, Rufus! Don't you even know what... just forget it.
I've got an idea for your squad insignia.
Let's hear it.
What about a pretty flower?
A flower?
What? Women like flowers.
You think you're so funny, huh? Let's see whether you're still laughing when I crack your nasal bone straight into your brain. If you have one.
God, you ladies are awfully hard to please. What about a unicorn?
Yes! Private, did I say?
Yes, I meant no, of course!
You heard her. But if you wait until I find the crowbar, I'll be happy to make you look like a unicorn.
What about a dainty little princess crown?
Oh, that would be so totally
offensive. Exactly.
Offensive, and how? Let's make him bleed for this affront.
What about a mop?
Oh, so we can mop up the blood and gore of
Our enemies, right?
No, Private. He's only trying to insult us. But if he carries on, he'll wish he had a mop for his own guts.
What about a shark?
Huh. That's not a bad idea.
Don't you think a shark might make me look fat?
That would depend on the color.
What about...
Dusky pink!
But then it won't go with the shoes.
I'm sure you'll find something suitable.
If you think of anything else, keep it to yourself. Unless it's actually good.
So you've joined the resistance now, too.
Do you mind?
Of course not, Sergeant. Bambi.
What's so funny about that?
Well, it's funny because you're women. Don't you get it?
Oh, for pity's sake. I always knew you was an idiot. But a sexist idiot?
What? No. It's got nothing to do with sexism. Some things just don't fit together. Women in the resistance. I mean, that's like, putting sombrero on a wombat.
Ho, ho, ho! Sombrero!
You see, even Lottie finds it funny. And I don't think it's because she's prejudiced against toxicants, right?
Never.
Or wombats.
Oh, I love wombats. They're so...
They're useful animals!
Exactly, just like women. Attention! Superior officer present.
Ah! Where?
Behind you?
Naturally, I was referring to myself, you herbal cannon fodder supplement.
Yeah, right.
We're only taking orders
from our squad leader!
Yeah, well, I don't care who that is. She's under my command as well. I'm the big chief, after all.
Nice try, Rufus. But we know the general, and you're not him.
The what? The general? Squad leaders? Generals? Have I really been gone that long? Bozo's sick.
Ugh, not his milk allergy acting up again. Tell him I'm not gonna hold back his hair this time.
Yeah, that's no fun, for sure. But that's not what I was referring to. I think he's depressed.
Because of the planet's destruction?
No idea. He's totally lethargic, just muttering to himself.
He doesn't have to worry. The new general has a plan.
I have a plan, too.
Huh. In that case, I take it all back. He should be very worried indeed.
I don't want to bother you any longer.
You can't be serious.
All right, I don't have time to bother you any longer.
That's more like it.